For centuries, humans have been setting sail across oceans, all in the name of trade. And we've come a long way since the age of discovery. And now, ports are the backbone of our global economy. Today, these massive hubs move millions of tons of cargo each year, keeping the wheels of the economy turning. But here's the thing. While ships might deliver the goods, it's up to the truckers to make sure that everything gets to where it needs to go. Now we're talking massive freight volumes, billions in revenue, and steady work for truckers. Trucking's role in port logistics is vital, connecting the nation's greatest trade routes. Now let us go through the US and explore the top ports that truckers work with, sweat through, and conquer every day. Now let's start things off at the busiest port in the Western Hemisphere, America's very own, the Port of Los Angeles. Sitting in San Pedro Bay, California, this place is a trucker's goldmine. It's huge, like really huge, spanning over 7,500 acres. Beyond the colossal ships and giant cargo containers, truck drivers are the real engine driving this port. Every year, over 9 million TEUs, which means 20-foot equivalent units for those who don't know, come through here, and that means tons of jobs for the men and women behind the wheel. For truckers, the Port of Los Angeles is a non-stop source of work. This West Coast powerhouse is the gateway to trade with Asia, meaning it's always buzzing with shipments that need to be delivered far and wide. The sheer volume of goods processed here, which is around $1 billion every single day, translates into a near constant stream of hauls. Whether you're delivering to a nearby warehouse or heading cross-country, the demand for trucking never lets up. And let's not forget the sheer scale of things. The port handles $300 billion in annual trade, which creates a never-ending cycle of truckloads that need to be moved. For drivers, it's a promise of steady work and routes that can stretch all the way to major freight hubs across the US. And the best part, with 14 of those hubs scattered throughout the country, truckers aren't just serving the local economy, they're helping to keep the entire global supply chain humming along. Next is the Port of Long Beach, the second busiest port in the US, situated just a stone's throw away from downtown Long Beach, California, and only 25 miles south of the Port of Los Angeles. This place is a major player in the world of global trade. For truckers, the Port of Long Beach means action and lots of it. Every day, millions of dollars in cargo flow through its 3,200 acres, and that's not counting the 8 million TEUs it processes annually. The sheer volume of traffic here is staggering, which translates to job opportunities, whether you're hauling containers filled with electronics, textiles, or anything in between. The cranes and terminals work in harmony, making sure the ships don't sit idle for too long. And that means more deliveries, more routes, and of course, more work for truck drivers. But here's where it gets really interesting for the folks behind the wheel. The Port of Long Beach is making moves to go green. It's one of the first major ports to embrace eco-friendly policies, like the Green Port Policy, which aims to cut down on emissions and pollution. For truckers, that means a smoother, cleaner ride, especially with the rise of green trucking technologies that are making the whole operation more sustainable. It's not just the local economy that benefits from this place. It's the national one too. Long Beach handles a staggering $200 billion in trade every year, and truckers are right in the thick of it. And whether you're hauling goods to Southern California's bustling markets or transporting them across the nation. Heading east to the heart of the southeastern United States, we arrive at the Port of Savannah. Established way back in 1733, Savannah has always been a bustling hub for trade, and today, it's home to the largest single-terminal carrier facility in all of North America. Stretching 1,345 acres, this port handles an impressive volume of cargo, with over 4.9 million TEUs making their way through the port annually. Now, for truck drivers who know their way around, this place is a gold mine. The Port of Savannah doesn't just process goods, it moves them quickly. And that's critical when you're moving goods to key markets. With 2 deepwater terminals, Garden City and Ocean, Savannah can accommodate a high turnover of vessels, meaning the goods are in constant motion. And the faster the goods get off the docks, the quicker you, the trucker, get paid. The Port of Savannah isn't just well-equipped, it's strategically positioned. The port sits right off the major interstate routes like I-16 and I-95, offering a direct line to the US Southeast and Midwest. And for truckers, that means less time spent navigating back roads and more time spent on open highways. And with access to all of these key routes, hauling freight in and out of Savannah is a breeze. But let's not forget, Savannah's infrastructure makes it a trucker-friendly destination. And that means fewer delays, faster turnarounds, and a smoother ride for drivers trying to meet tight deadlines. And all of this action is generating serious cash. $33 billion in income annually. And that's a lot of opportunities for truckers to cash in on as they move goods up and down the East Coast and beyond. Located in the heart of Texas, the Port of Houston is a powerhouse in global trade, handling over 3 million TEUs annually. It spans 52 miles, with over 200 private and 8 public terminals, making it a critical hub for truckers moving goods across the U.S. For truckers, the Port of Houston offers a steady stream of freight, from petrochemicals to steel and machinery, thanks to its strategic position along the Gulf of Mexico. With such high cargo volume, truckers can expect consistent work and quick turnarounds, which means more opportunities to keep the wheels turning. And what makes this port invaluable is its world-class infrastructure, which allows goods to be swiftly transferred from the water to the trucks. The smooth flow of the freight reduces delays, allowing truckers to get on the road faster. The Port of Houston isn't just a trade hub. It's a major economic engine. It generates a staggering $900 billion in annual activity and supports over 3 million jobs across the nation. For truckers, this translates into plenty of work, steady deliveries, and a high demand for hauling goods from the Gulf Coast to destinations all over the U.S. Seattle-Tacoma Port, a joint venture of the Port of Seattle and Port of Tacoma, stands as one of North America's largest deep-water container ports. Together, these two ports from the Northwest Seaport Alliance and collectively process over 3.3 million TEUs annually. For truckers, this means high volumes of cargo moving consistently, from bulk goods to containers with endless hauling opportunities. Now, the beauty of these ports for truckers is their setup. With 11 terminals and 57 cranes across 1,311 acres, the facilities are optimized for quick turnover, allowing trucks to load and unload with precision. Located on the Puget Sound, the ports are the Pacific Northwest gateway to the rest of the world, connecting the U.S. to global markets, especially those in Asia. Now, access is a big deal for truckers here, too. With easy highway connections via I-5, I-90, and I-405, getting in and out of the ports is a breeze, reducing delays and keeping drivers on the move. And this is crucial, especially for those looking to make multiple stops in one shift. The ports of Seattle and Tacoma generate over $12 billion in revenue for Washington state alone, and the economic ripple effect extends far and wide. For truckers, this means plenty of work and steady flow of cargo and a vital role in supporting the global supply chain. Situated in the heart of San Francisco Bay Area, the Port of Oakland stands tall as one of the most dynamic ports on the West Coast. It handles around 2.5 million TEUs of cargo annually, making it a critical hub for trucking operations, particularly for those moving goods in and out of Northern California. The Port of Oakland is essential for connecting the U.S. to global markets, especially with its proximity to Silicon Valley, a center of technological innovation. This guarantees a steady high-demand cargo for truck drivers, especially in tech-related industries that require precision timing and efficient delivery systems. Spanning 1,300 acres, the Port of Oakland boasts 20 berths, 25 ship-to-shore cranes, and shipping channels large enough to accommodate some of the world's biggest vessels while still accommodating a vast number of trucks. This capacity provides truckers with the flexibility to handle a diverse range of cargo, everything from electronics to agricultural products, ensuring that goods keep flowing seamlessly. The Port of Oakland also supports a massive regional economy, generating $174 billion annually and offering over 98,000 jobs. With strong infrastructure, easy access to major highways, and an ever-growing demand for freight transport, the Port of Oakland is a prime location for truckers seeking opportunities on the West Coast. The Port of Charleston is a vital player in the southeastern U.S. economy and a crucial gateway for truckers. Located in Southern California, this bustling port is one of the largest and busiest in the region, handling over 2 million TEUs annually. The Port of Charleston spans across 3 municipalities: Charleston, North Charleston, and Mount Pleasant, encompassing 6 public terminals managed by the South Carolina Ports Authority, or SCPA. It's known for its wide variety of cargo handling, from containerized goods to break bulk and project cargo, making it a reliable hub for all types of shipments. For truckers, the Port of Charleston offers a streamlined experience. With 9 maritime and inland cargo terminals, the port's infrastructure ensures quick and efficient transitions from ship to truck. Located near major highways like I-26 and I-95, Charleston gives truckers direct access to freight routes stretching across the Southwest and Midwest. This connectivity means reduced transit times and more opportunities for timely deliveries. But the Port of Charleston isn't just about quick access. It's also a significant economic force. It supports over 260,000 jobs and contributes $87 billion to South Carolina's economy, generating labor income that's 23% higher than the state's average. The Port of Virginia, founded in 1952, ranks as the 5th largest port in the U.S. and is the 3rd largest on the East Coast. Situated around the world's largest natural deep-water harbor, the Port of Virginia has earned its place as a vital link in supply chains that serve businesses up and down the eastern seaboard. With deep-water marine terminals and over 55 public and private maritime facilities, it's a hub that can handle just about any cargo, whether bulk, break bulk, or containerized freight. For truckers, the Port of Virginia's efficiency is a game-changer. Its 6 terminals, including the upriver terminal and inland intermodal terminal, provide direct access to some of the most extensive highways on the East Coast, including I-64 and I-95. These highways give truckers swift access to major distribution centers and freight hubs in Virginia and beyond. With continued investments to improve terminal efficiency, including a planned $1.5 billion for infrastructure upgrades, the Port of Virginia ensures that truckers benefit from faster turnaround times and more consistent operations. The impact of the Port of Virginia is enormous, with supporting over 565,000 jobs and generating $124.1 billion in sales. For American truckers, this means a wealth of opportunities and the assurance that the port's growth will continue to drive demand for freight services. Located in the heart of Florida, the Port of Jacksonville or JAXPort is a major player in U.S. trade. Established in 1963 and has become the largest port in Florida by volume, ranking 14th among the biggest container ports in the country. Situated on the St. Johns River, the port is a key gateway to the southeastern U.S., offering extensive access to both rail and highway networks that extend across North America. JAXPort boasts an impressive infrastructure spread across 1,500 acres, including 3 cargo terminals, Blount Island, Dames Point, and Talleyrand. With 2 intermodal rail terminals and an additional passenger cruise terminal, it can handle diverse cargo types with ease. This port also connects to over 140 ports in more than 70 countries, ensuring seamless global trade. In terms of economic impact, JAXPort continues to thrive, contributing $33 billion in economic output annually. The port generates over 205,000 jobs across Florida, demonstrating its crucial role in driving both state and regional economies. With constant investments in infrastructure and expansion, JAXPort is committed to enhancing its capabilities and supporting the U.S. supply chain for years to come. For truckers, JAXPort offers efficient access to major highways and rail lines, speeding up transit times and getting freight on its way faster than ever. Nestled along the Columbia River in Vancouver, Washington, the Port of Vancouver is a key gateway for North American trade with the Asia-Pacific region. Serving as the main inland deep water port on the West Coast, it handles a diverse mix of bulk cargo, containers, and automobiles, making it an essential hub for truckers. With remarkable capacity to process 145 million metric tons annually, this port plays a critical role in connecting truckers to both regional and global supply chains. For truckers, the port offers strategic access to major interstates and highways, making it easier to haul goods across the country or even internationally. With its 5 terminals and state-of-the-art facilities, truckers can efficiently navigate through high-volume operations, thanks to smooth logistics and streamlined processes. It's not just about the scale of cargo, it's about the ease with which goods move from ships to trucks. Additionally, the Port of Vancouver generates a hefty $2.9 billion in revenue each year, supporting thousands of jobs and further solidifying its importance in the trucking industry. Whether you're heading to the Midwest or directly exporting to international markets, the port's infrastructure helps truckers keep their wheels turning. And there you have it, comprehensive look at some of the most vital ports in the United States. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Safe travels out there on the road, and we'll see you in the next one.